Good morning. It is the morning of day number 5 for us. We are here at Big Woods Hiker Camp. It's a really nice area. It's got a little fire area people have been using. It's about 100 yards off the actual Lone Star hiking trail. We didn't film a lot yesterday evening because we farted around a little too much and got here right at dusk, so we were setting the tent up at dark. But I think the Big Woods section has been my favorite so far, so we'll be a little sad to see it go today. There was a really neat tunnel of trees right before we got to this section last night, which was really cool. I called it like the scary tunnel of death because we were going through it right at dark, so it looked super creepy. We had to stop off and get water at the pond right before this hiker camp. So I think it was about mile 58.5. Wasn't really excited about drinking that nasty pond water. We could definitely have cached water right before the Big Woods section. I don't know how we missed that one. We saw other people's caches out there. We should have done the same. Okay. So for future reference, I would definitely cache water there just before entering the Big Woods section. Let's see. So we are about to embark on the longest road walk of the whole trail. The longest continuous, which is about 5 miles long. And that will include the John Warren Road, which has noted in several places to watch out for dogs. So kind of curious what that's about. And then we should cross the East Fork of the San Jacinto River today. We have been looking at the skies this morning. It's been kind of thundering and sprinkling at times, so the pack covers are on. Hoping we don't have a day full of rain before we get to the river crossing. Then hoping to end at the Double Lake Recreation area tonight and maybe get a shower, which will be the first one on trail, day number 5. And then my in-laws may meet us out tonight up from Houston, which will be nice. So we'll keep you posted on how the day goes. So this is Trash Panda here. He had a cute little introduction for you. We just picked up our last water cache at Big Woods Trailhead number 9. And we are doing the longest road walk, continuous road walk on the Lone Star hiking trail. 5 miles. So we are waterlogged. We sat at the trailhead and drank some water, packed some water. May have been overkill because Evergreen Baptist Church will let you refill the Holy Spirit and your water all in one spot. I can say that because I'm a Baptist. My husband is not. But the Lord still loves him, even though he's wrong. I'm just kidding. So we're thinking we could have used another cache, probably reading over the guide. Because it says in the Magnolia section, I think, after you leave Double Lake, there's like a 13-mile section where there's no water, no flowing water. So, whoopsie. Should have cached some water there, probably. But we'll see. So, 5 miles of road walk may entail a little bit of useless rambling to you guys, because not a huge fan of road walks. So
I'm gonna sit here and talk until I get off this road.
Hoping this one's well marked. Too lazy to look at the map or my guidebook. I like to just look at the signage. I think I know where I'm going. Watching out for dogs.
Take some chiggers.
Oh, so let's talk about wildlife for a minute.
There is none.
We've seen snakes. At least a snake a day. We think we saw a coral snake the other day. And 2 baby copperheads. Maybe 3. Huh? A couple of garter snakes. Maybe a rat snake. Lots of snakes. Ticks are out. I pulled one off of me the other night on my arm, and saw one on my shoe. What? Chiggers are an issue because not all the areas are clean cut. So there are a couple of sections that have a little more thicket to them. So definitely got the chigger bites. Mosquitoes aren't too bad yet if you're not camping in a super swampy area. So mainly come out at dusk and dawn. We haven't seen any sign of hogs yet, knock on wood.
We haven't seen any hogs. We've seen plenty of signs.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah. So I guess that is also something to consider, like when you're trying to stealth camp with your tents. Not an issue for hammockers again, but you can definitely tell that the hogs have been tearing up the ground. In some sections it's really bad. I think that's about it for wildlife. I have seen some videos of some really unique wildlife. Like somebody saw a white rabbit out here. Somebody also saw a boa constrictor. So those sound like maybe pets people have released.
I bet you that boa constrictor ate the white rabbit.
That's sad, but probably I don't know if they found each other. Oh, we were walking down the Forest Service road walk yesterday to Big Woods, and this gentleman in his pickup truck stopped and talked to us, and he said, "Oh, be careful out here. I just saw 2 big timber rattlers." So they're definitely out here. We didn't see any timber rattlers yet, but
shit.
What?
We didn't see shit.
Well, we didn't see them. Thank goodness. What else? Yep.
We filtered from that pond.
Oh, I talked about that last night.
Oh.
No signs of Bigfoot. We heard an owl last night. Still only one thru-hiker.
We've named him Scoutmaster. That's his trail name. He doesn't know it. That's what we're calling him.
Yeah. This was his first through hike. Apparently, he is the Scoutmaster. I'm not that familiar with leadership in the Boy Scouts of America, but he's killing it. He's somewhere ahead of us. He didn't fart around as much as we do. He even got in a night hike last night. So, yep. Well, I guess that's enough jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber?
We'll check in with you later. Well, we found out the John Warren Road dog situation, and I do not recommend that. There's a property that has several pit bulls with an open gate, so they are loose and they will come out to greet you. So they came within a couple feet, well, one did, of us. I brought pepper spray with me. Didn't have to use it, but was prepared to use it. That's just not cool, people. Very aggressive breed of a dog, and you don't have it enclosed. So to get around this section, if you're gonna brave it, I would come prepared, or I would shuttle around this. So there you have it. Well, you can't really tell it, probably, but I think we found the greatest elevation change on the trail, and it was at the top of this hill. Well, we're kind of over the crest now.
At the top of Evergreen Cemetery.
Yeah, we're right next to Evergreen Cemetery off of FM 945. So, whew! That was a little booger there. Okie dokie, we are here safe and sound now, finally, at the trailhead number 10, Magnolia. We just finished the 5-mile road walk, and have to say that was rough. I hope you can hear me. The highway behind us is pretty busy, FM 945. Once again, busy highway, no shoulder, but not really any big commercial vehicles. Trash Man is excited about his lunch, so he's preoccupied. Really pretty area though, nice rolling hills. So people were very courteous and would pull to the other side of the road when they saw us. So the highway wasn't as bad, even though there was no shoulder. But let's talk about John Warren Road. There is no way I could, in good conscience, recommend that to anyone. Whether you're through hiking that, section hiking that, day hiking that, don't take yourself, don't take your friends, your family, your scout troops, just don't do it. I know I saw it posted all over the place in the guidebook, in the concise guide to watch out for dogs. Well, you should just avoid that section altogether, because if an accident has not already happened, I would be surprised. The dogs on that road, you saw the one video.
They're not sweet.
Yeah, they ain't sweet. The first encounter was not the worst. There are 4 properties on that road that have loose dogs, and they're big dogs and they're aggressive. The last house on the right before the intersection with the highway, we got charged by those dogs and they were snarling, and I'm really surprised we didn't get attacked, because we really thought we were about to get attacked. And I'm not exaggerating that. Like, we were legitimately afraid. So I really hope something is being done about this situation, because it's obviously been an issue for a long time, because it was even printed in the first edition of the guidebook. So my advice, avoid this section altogether. It's not worth it. It's a 5-mile road walk. Figure out a way to shuttle around it if you can. The Big Woods Trailhead, which is just prior to that road walk, was a nice, roomy, off the beaten path parking area, and it looked safe. I would feel very comfortable leaving my vehicle there, so if I were you, I would leave my vehicle there and shuttle myself around it. Then even when we got on the FM road, there were a couple more houses with loose dogs. So it's like, what's the deal, people? People in this area just don't believe in pinning their dogs up. So, anywho, Trash Panda's kind of signaling me to get off the soapbox, so I will. We're gonna enjoy a lunch break and then get ready to ford the river. Battles of the day. Hey Trash Panda, can you guess what section we're in?
The Magnolia section.
Yes, that's mine. Look at this beauty. Flowing water, and it looks good. This is here in the Magnolia section. We're probably a 1.5 miles before the river ford, next to the open field off to the left. This is the best water source I think we've seen. Maybe the whole trail, I don't know. What do you think?
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like an infected cow pasture back there.
Oh yeah, I'll double check. But yeah, right on. Magnolia section so far has had consistent water throughout. There's been this nice creek meandering through, but it's been kind of stagnant in places, but it certainly looks dependable. But this looks great. This is right over, that's the trail crossing right there. So awesome. Okay, here she blows. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I think so. The big bad scary East Fork of the San Jacinto River. There's a nice gauge for deep water. 'Tis not deep.
Yeah, it's really shallow right there. Shallow.
Yeah, it looks quite fordable to me. You might find a snake.
Snake might find me.
Let's see. Or a loggerhead. Let's see, is that what that is?
I got a loggerhead for him. No.
Okay.
Log with a head.
So there may be what people are using there to get across, but you kind of got to get in the water. Let me see. To get to it, looks like. So my thought is, if you're gonna get wet, why not just ford it? Put your Crocs on, 4-wheel drive, and yee. Yeah, this is doable, I think. The main thing is, from our experience on the good old AT, at least it's not a raging river like in Maine. The Maine section of the Appalachian Trail does not like bridges, so you have to ford the rivers there for any of you who are interested in doing the AT or the Maine section of the AT. And there's a lot of fording of rivers, and they don't look like this. So I think we'll take it. For those of you who are not familiar with Croc lingo, this is cruising mode. You want to do this around camp, in town, you know, day-to-day wear. And then watch this. Bam. Now she's in 4-wheel drive. This is what you want to do when you are fording rivers, or even if your trail shoes fail and you need a backup plan. These babies will get you through. Believe it or not, I hiked 50 miles on the AT in these bad boys right here. You can look at the bottom of them and tell probably. So they will definitely get her done. Okay, Trash Panda is kicking it off. I'm going to comment like a sports commentator. Nice form there, Trash Panda. So technique on river fording. If you notice, he does not have his hip belt strapped in. He also does not have his chest strap intact. This is a safety thing, just in case he were to fall, get trapped, to prevent him from drowning, or get his legs stuck in the sand. There. Make sure a catfish didn't have you there. Is your pole stuck? Oh my god. Turns out there's quicksand on the other side. Turns out the trickiest part's going to be in the dismount. Let's prepare for it. The Canadian judge is always a booger. There it goes. Can he nail it? I think he can. And the crowd goes wild. Do it for Dale!
Woo! Do it for Dale!
Okay, my turn. Another note on river fording. Typically we elongate the trekking poles just so you have a little better balance.
She likes it longer.
You had to go there. Okay, here we go. Sparky is safely across on the other side of the San Jacinto. Thanks to Trash Panda there at the end. He gave me a hand up this mucky bank. One other tip for fording a river. I recommend shuffling your feet on the bottom, so that way you have sure placement of your feet, particularly in this river too, so that way if there are any critters at the bottom, they get out of your way. You don't
stir them up.
Stir them up. Yeah, I would kind of poke around with your trekking poles ahead of you, so that way you don't step on a snake or a loggerhead turtle.
Or a catfish fin.
Or yeah, a catfish fin. This is country folk wisdom coming at you. Sparky and Trash Panda just taking a break. We just walked from over there to over here. But really, we walked a longer way than that. We just hit 75 miles. Woo woo. So me and the trash panda just made it to trailhead number 11 parking lot. And this is a very nice parking lot. It seems quite active today. Another gentleman just left. Very well marked. So we had the added bonus. My father-in-law will be joining us this afternoon. Woo woo. Oh, Trash Panda's papa. And he's gonna give it a shot. See if he can finish out the rest of the trail with us, the grand finale.
22 miles or so?
Yeah. So hopefully we don't kill him.
Yeah, hilarious.
No, I think he will enjoy it. So, yep. So we're gonna hang out here, let our feet rest, eat snack, and wait on Pops.
Yep.
Alright, Sparky here, checking in at Trailhead 11. There's Trash Panda, and
Tenderfoot.
ta-da! There's Tenderfoot! Father-in-law has brought a delicious spread for us. We got the chicken, the coleslaw, mashed potatoes, red beans and rice. And drum roll, cervezas. He knows us very well. He loves us. And best of all, he's going to be joining us. That's his pack behind us to finish out the trail. So, yay. We're gonna have us a picnic and then get rolling. So, you'll be looking at the three of us from here on out. Well, we're here at Double Lake, which is a beautiful area. Looks very inviting. There's even a lovely herd of deer down at the end of this path. But with the whole viral outbreak issue, this park is closed. So we do not get to partake in its lovely amenities tonight. But that's okay. We will continue onward.